So we open where Kanan done just offed his pappy, Omar. However, as he's making his getaway, that chatty crackhead that talks to the police sees him running away. So he called his ride, but instead of Uncle Marvin coming to pick him up, it's somebody else. And he wants to know, where's Uncle Marv? Oh, it's the guy who lost his eye. And he's like, I don't know, they just told me to pick you up. However, now we got Rock at church, and their mama's saying, oh yeah, my daughter done come home to renew her faith. No, she ain't. So they meet Marvin in a parking lot, and he takes Kanan's clothes from the shooting. You can see police is out everywhere, and he's like, look, get to where you going and stay in the house, because they out. So the police done dang near blocked off all their exits, and they don't know what to do. Kanan's freaking out. I should have been at my grandmama's house. You should have stayed your butt in school. Oh, Lord. So we at the hospital, and Famous and his sister going to visit the younger brother, but they see the officer coming in, and he ain't dead. They like, Officer Howard, can you hear me? He ain't dead. Damn, Kanan. You messing it up. Point blank range, and you couldn't kill him. Back at the park, the popo are talking to that talkative crackhead, that chatty crackhead, that snitching crackhead. I guess it was good that he wore that jacket that would make it look like unique. So they tell Lou that the cop got popped, and he said, okay, I gotta go back to Rock right now. She's gonna bring the whole business down on our heads, killing a cop. So they finally meet up with Rock, and she gonna take them to get cleaned up at some other house, and she tell the one with one eye to clean out the car and stay home tonight. I don't know how he gonna stay home. I mean, how he even gonna get home? Them popo was everywhere. Oh, they head to Uncle Lou's because it's already a crime scene, so they ain't gonna be looking at nobody's burnout house. So Rock asked him, well, how many bullets did you give him? And he was like, 2, 3, he's dead. He's dead. No, he ain't. At the hospital, Howard's lesbian partner comes up. Where is he? So there's a new captain in town, and he lets her know, child, I don't know if he gonna make it. He needs a rare blood type, and he has leukemia. He said, look, we got tactical narcotics, scoping the streets, and she's like, I know these streets better than anybody. I can crack a head. Give me a detective and put me out there. I want to find who shot my irritating coworker. I mean, girl, you ain't even like him like that. Back at Unique's joint, one of his soldiers comes in and says, hey, Howard got hit in the park. And he say, you know, there are a few rumors out there that it could have been you who killed him. And he's like, why would I do that? That would mess up my business. And the guy says, yeah, I think that's the point. He's like, oh, Raquel. Frickin' Cal. She told you she'd get your back. If you come after me, I will send the cops after you. So he tells everybody to go home, keep their mouths shut. He said, lock the door. You better lay low. Oh! Oh! Now we're with Rock at the bodega. And the bodega he happened to pass is the bodega that she has the cook-up with. So she says, look, lady, don't give them the tapes too quick. Make them feel like they finding this stuff out on their own. Make them do their job. Don't be too eager or they'll know it's a setup. Girl, she is framing your ass like a picture. Like a picture. So she tell him, I'm going to have Marvin take you out of town because I need you hidden. Out of sight, out of mind. I agree with that. But of course he wants to stay around and get caught. But child, we see everybody out on the streets getting put into paddy wagons. They want to hear the scuttlebutt. Now Marvin at Unique's place, he's dressed up like a maintenance man, and he tell the doorman, oh yeah, somebody said they smell gas on 14. And the doorman said, I didn't smell anything. He said, okay, well just initial here so that way if something explodes, I'm not liable. And the guy's like, explosion? He said, gas explodes, fool. Back at the hospital, Howard getting ready for 5 or 6 hours of surgery, and we gonna see if he'll pull through. But apparently that shot in the head didn't go through. However, back at Neek's house, he getting his kid and his woman in the house, and he said they going on a mini vacay. She's like, what's going on? I don't trust this. Well, that's what happens when you a drug dealer girlfriend. But Marvin is in the house putting away the clothes Kanan had on when he shot him. I wonder if he'll get out in time. Yup, he made it out just in time. However, baby Les is walking around the neighborhood and she sees DePopo. Oh goodness, it's Les Cop versus baby Les. We need to talk. You know she ain't got nothing to say to you. The lesbian cop prevents the other cop from opening up the baby Les's love note from the dead baby Les. But she went on and pinned it on Unique for him real quick. I heard Unique was the one that was gonna do something, but I ain't saying that. You ain't heard that from me. On the way home from the hospital with the younger brother, Famous, and his sister, he don't look so well, but they hear they song on the radio, Street Life. Back at the projects, Rock's got all their stuff out the stash house because they gonna toss the bodega. And then they gonna hide it in the oven? I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but she's gonna be there when the popo come through. So Kanan's been hiding out at the bodega, and now Jukebox comes by for a visit. So Famous and his sister drop the younger brother off at the projects. However, Marvin gets caught in a checkpoint. He tries to back out, but he's got maybe 3 cars ahead of him and 1 car behind. Screwed. Ford and Marvin give him the license and he got a warrant. Not a warrant. So now we back at the projects. Rock's trying to get a hold of her brother, but he's gotten freshly arrested. Now the younger brother walk in the apartment and he's like, are you out your damn mind? I mean, the plan sounds somewhat feasible. They're going to go through the whole 7th floor and then you drop everything down while they come through the 8th floor. She's like, look, Marvin's going to take Kanan out of town. Everything's going to be fine. He's like, I'm out. I'm out the business. I can't do this. You've gone too far. They are not going to stop till they find out who killed that cop. She said you don't get out that quickly. Once you're in, you're in. See, Lou, your money dirty. That recording studio, you have that mine. He's like, don't we have enough money? We could buy up the hood. She said, we ain't got enough yet. See, girl, you're getting greedy. So while they're having this conversation, the guy downstairs says, send Rock the page so she can start moving the stuff down. The popo just left. Meanwhile, at the bodega, the cops show up. However, Jukebox is scared because she's like, I recognize that lesbian voice. But don't worry, the lady that run the bodega got your butts covered. So Rock gets a call from the bodega lady and she's like, Marvin ain't come pick up these kids yet. And now Rock upset because she can't get Kanan out of town. Child, tell that boy to get to the bus station. Better go Greyhound. Oh goodness, so she calls Symphony because he gonna pick him up for her. Meanwhile, at Unique's, he goes in his closet and realizes this jacket has been tampered with. This is evidence. It looked like he was gonna turn on his girlfriend for a minute, but the police rush in and arrest him. Wow, that jacket was bloody. I mean, damn, they set him up good. So Symphony goes to pick him up and Jukebox says, I love you and I guess I'll see you when I see you. Back at the precinct with Marvin, we see the white heifer was the one who turned him in. With the younger brother and Famous, his sister, she's like, look, you got the label. Leave this drug shit alone. He's like, girl, just drive. Back at the hospital, Omar Epps is waking up. So he go to talk, but he ain't said nothing yet. So that was the season. That was cute. That was cute. I guess we'll be back next season. And no, I don't think I'm going to watch BMF.